Les amis, hello my friends, et aujourd'hui, je veux parler avec vous à propos comment traduire les phrases. I would like to talk to you about how to translate sentences. Notre but, our goal pour cette année, for this year, is to get all of you guys writing yourselves, d'écrire toi-même. Et ça peut être les phrases journalistiques, journal entries, ones that are real, les phrases vraies, ou les phrases créatives, creative sentences, silly sentences even. Donc aujourd'hui, on va compléter cette feuille ensemble. We're gonna complete this sheet here together. Les instructions ici vont être en anglais pour juste un moment. I'm going to speak in English here for just a minute for instructions. This sheet here is a hodgepodge or a variety of silly sentences. And I often like to use silly sentences when we're first getting back into the swing of translating because they're fun. Ce sont amusants. They're fun. So these ones here are to be translated. We're going to do that together, ensemble. Puis on peut illustrer. Then we can illustrate. Ces boîtes ici sont trop petits. They're very little, these boxes. So if you would like to illustrate on larger sheets of paper these sentences, please do that. But I would like you to take a little bit of time and to illustrate what we translate. Okay, donc on va commencer ici. Je m'appelle. You know what that means. That means my name is. Donc écrire ton nom. Write your name here. Then, puis on va lire. Je peux lire. I can read and dessiner. Draw. So the instructions here, first to read and to translate, lire et traduire, puis on peut dessiner, then we can draw. Okay? Donc la première phrase, there is, deux boules de neige. On connaît qu'est-ce que deux veut dire. We know what that means. C'est un nombre, un, deux, it's two. Et boule de neige, those are snowballs. Donc, il y a deux boules de neige. There are two snowballs. All right, I'd like you, now that you know that translation, to take a minute to proposez-moi. You can pause me and you can take a minute and you can try and read that, pronounce that properly. Il y a deux boules de neige. Okay, la deuxième phrase est la fille parle des mitaines. La fille, la is the, we know that one. Fille, ça c'est l'action, fille, girl. Parle des mitaines. That means to wear the mittens. She's wearing mittens. Mitaine, you can hear that. It sounds like mittens. A porte, a few of you might see that and think of when I would say ferme la porte ou ouvre la porte, close the door or open the door. But porte can also mean to carry or to wear. Okay, so you just have to look at the context or the entirety of the sentence to see what one makes the most sense. So here, it wouldn't make sense to say la fille porte des mitaines, the girl dore the mittens. The girl wears the mittens. Okay? Et aussi ici, here as well, pose-moi et lire à vous-même. Read yourself. Okay? La troisième ici est le garçon fait un bonhomme de neige. Okay? Le, we know that means the. Garçon, here's our action. Garçon. C'est comme un moustache, like a mustache. It's the boy. Fait is to make. Un, that's a number, we know that one. Un. Bonhomme de neige. On a fait ça en classe. We know that word from class. We know neige means snow. De means of snow. Bonhomme, homme is a man, it's a snowman. The boy is making a snowman. Finalement, on a ici le pingouin mange de la soupe. Le, we know means what? The. Pingouin. Ça, c'est un animal. That's an animal. Et je pense que ça va être simple à comme reconnaître qu'est-ce que c'est. I think it'll be easy to remember what one that is, or it might jog your memory. Parce que ce son presque la même en anglais. It sounds almost the same in English. Pingouin, penguin. Mange is eating. De la, so the. Soup. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? C'est presque la même en anglais. It's almost the same in English as well. Soup. The penguin is eating soup. Je pense que ça c'est la phrase qui est drôle ici. I think that's the one that's funny here. Mais je veux que tu prends le temps d'illustrer. I'd like you to take the time to illustrate. Et aussi, je veux que tu pratiques. I'd like you to practice de lire à vous-même. To practice reading yourselves. Parce que l'accent de français, la joie, the accent of French, the joie, it takes practice, and that's okay. I don't expect you to be familiar with making those sounds with your mouth. Some of those are really unique to French. C'est unique à français, comme le R ou la fille. When we have two L's here, it doesn't say Phil, it says I, la fille. Donc, il y a les choses comme ça qui sont uniques à français et tu dois pratiquer. They're unique to French and you have to practice. And that's okay. Ça, c'est une bonne chose. That's a really good thing. Aussi, je veux que tu regardes ces phrases ici. I'd like you to look at these sentences here. Et prends ton doigt, take your finger, et point à les mots que tu déjà connais. Point to the words that you already know. And I think that you would be shocked to see how many you already know. And that's great. I just want you to take some time and build your confidence in yourself to say, oh, I might not look at this sentence and know immediately what it means. But part of translating, de traduire les phrases, to translate sentences, is to piecemeal them together. Okay? So it's okay if you recognize things at the end of the sentence and the things at the beginning. Those middle ones are the vocabulary words that we'll practice. On va pratiquer. Et on peut regarder à un dictionnaire. We can look in a dictionary. You have lots of tools, les outils, d'utiliser, to use pour traduire, to translate. So I'd like you to just take some time with this sheet that we've done together to write the translations below, écris les phrases au-dessus, below, to illustrer, et de point à les mots, and to point to those words that you already know to give yourself that little boost. À bientôt, mes amis.